5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to highlight an issue that is coming upon us very quickly. Mr. Speaker, many people across the nation have talked about Social Security and Medicare and the trust funds going bankrupt for the retirement fund and Medicare sometime in 2033, 2034. But, Mr. Speaker, there is a more impending crisis coming down upon us. The Social Security Disability Trust Fund is scheduled to go insolvent in 2016. That means if we do nothing, what's going to happen in 2016 is millions of Americans across this nation who receive those life-saving disability benefits monthly will see a reduction in their benefits to the tune of 20 to 21%. That's unacceptable, Mr. Speaker. 2 years ago, as I served on the Ways and Means Committee, I had an opportunity to question our Treasury Secretary, Jack Lew. Crisis is on the horizon. And I said, nowhere in there is a solution or a reference to this impending crisis. What's the solution the White House is offering? And simply what they propose is they are going to take the portion of our payroll taxes that goes to Social Security retirement that is paid by future retirees and use the $270 billion necessary to bail out the Disability Trust Fund. Mr. Speaker, before I came to Congress, I had a private business. If you talk to any small business owner across America, what they will tell you that is, it's robbing Peter to pay Paul. Because the Social Security Retirement Trust Fund is on that same path to insolvency in 2033. So why would you take from one and use it to bail out another when both programs are in dire straits? So, Mr. Speaker, I said to Jack Lew this year when I had an opportunity to question him, that's unacceptable. I said to him, we need to do better. Not only in order to protect the Social Security retirees, which are near and dear to me, but also to those in the disability community that rely on these benefits. The Disability Trust Fund hasn't been reformed for decades. I care about those individuals deeply. And when I see disabled folks coming into my office, as I've reached out to stakeholder groups and had conversations, and what they tell me is that they have a Disability Trust Fund program that essentially penalizes them for trying to go back to work. That doesn't make sense. We should be standing with the disability community. If they have a capacity and a willingness and a desire to go back to work, our policies here in Washington, D.C. should say we are going to stand with you, and we are going to encourage you, and we are going to applaud you, not penalize you for doing that. So, Mr. Speaker, I rise today to say this crisis needs to be dealt with. It is time to lead. And what we're looking for is input from across the country on ideas on how we can reform the Disability Trust Fund, protect our Social Security retirees to the extent that we possibly can, and make sure that we have a Disability Trust Fund that is designed and performing in the 21st century. A trust fund that says to the disabled community, we are with you, and we're going to stand next to you, and we're going to give you the resources you need in order to live a great and fruitful life. And at the same time, we're going to look at our Social Security retirees and say to them, we're going to protect you. And if we can't fix this crisis coming upon us in 2016, Mr. Speaker, how in God's name can we fix the crisis of Medicare and Social Security that are coming upon us in 2033 and thereabouts? Those are millions of Americans that deserve a better answer than kicking the can down the road. It's time to lead, and I rise today to ask all my colleagues to join me in that leadership role. With that,